My son tied my tie for me at his mother's funeral, and I fell apart in front of everyone. My son Caleb has Down syndrome. He's 14. When he was 6, he saw me getting ready for church and pointed at my tie. He wanted to learn, so I showed him that Sunday and every Sunday after. 8 years. Same tie, same mirror, same patient hands over his, showing him the loop, the pull, the tuck. Some weeks he'd get close. Most weeks the knot fell apart before he finished. He'd look up at me, frustrated, and I'd say the same thing every time. Almost, buddy. We'll get it next week. His mother, Jess, used to watch from the doorway, never interrupted. She told me once, you know this might take forever, right? I said, then it takes forever. She smiled and said, that's why I married you. Jess was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in March, stage 4. By the time they caught it, there was nothing left to fight. She had 5 months. She spent 4 of them pretending she had more. The last month, she couldn't leave the bed. Caleb would sit beside her and practice his knot on a pillow. He'd hold it up, and she'd give a thumbs up, even when the knot was wrong, because to her, it was never wrong. It was progress. She died on a Wednesday. Caleb didn't cry at first. He just went to the closet, pulled out his tie, and started working the knot over and over and over. Morning of the funeral, I stood in front of the bathroom mirror, and I couldn't do it. My hands wouldn't move. 10,000 ties in my lifetime. And that morning, my fingers just locked. Caleb walked in, already dressed, white shirt, black pants, and his tie perfectly knotted. I didn't notice right away. I was staring at my own reflection, trying to breathe. Then I looked down, not close, not almost, perfect. 8 years of Sundays, and he chose today. He looked at my hands, hanging useless at my sides, then at my open collar. He reached up and started tying my tie. His hands were slow, deliberate, same way I'd shown him 1,000 times. Loop, pull, tuck, tighten. He stepped back, checked his work, then looked up at me. Got it, Dad. 2 words, and they hit me like a freight train. I dropped to my knees on that bathroom floor, and I sobbed, not quietly, the kind where your whole body shakes, and you can't stop, and you don't care who hears. Caleb put his hand on my head, didn't say another word, just stood there, holding me, the way I'd held him every Sunday for 8 years. At the service, his aunt leaned over and whispered, who tied his tie? I said, nobody. He did it himself. She said, that's impossible. I said, 8 years of Sundays. After the funeral, I found a note in Jess's nightstand, written the week before she died. He's going to get it right the day you need him most. I know it. Mothers know. Caleb still ties his own tie every Sunday, and before we leave, he checks mine, taps the knot twice, and says, got it, Dad, every single time. I almost fall apart again.